A lion doesn't turn himself into a rogue state for booking and a mugshot on a processing, on some type of bookkeeping processing misdemeanor charge that they can't even prove. No, there could be stuff in there that we don't know about yet, but we know this is a house of cards. It's the straw house and the three little piggies. There's nothing here. They fortified 2020 and now they're interfering with 2024. That's not even an opinion, that is a fact. They can say it's justified to, Trump is running, he's the number one candidate. They can say it's justified to interfere, but it's a fact that they're interfering with 2024. YouTube, I am not making any type of claims about the last process because I know you guys are very sensitive about that for some reason. This action by New York is outside the bounds of acceptable behavior. We ain't even talking about laws. We're not talking about the Constitution anymore. And the response should be in kind, peacefully in kind. I don't blame Donald Trump if he wants to turn himself in. It's easy for me to say, don't obey, but he needs to stop talking about cleaning out the deep state then, because I'm not making any claims about cleaning out the deep state. He is. That talk needs to stop. It's a lie. Saying I'm going to go in, turn myself in. You didn't build the relationships with the governors. You didn't build it up from the state legislative body. You didn't have your people do it. Our state should be stronger. They're not. And you really shouldn't be turning yourself into some rogue state doing some rogue stuff. How do you go heads up with the deep state, the most dangerous people on the planet, if this is what if you're not willing to do anything, you're not even to challenge the extradition potentially with working with the governor or something like that? We're well beyond, like I said, the Constitution and laws. We are in the realm of what is morally good and what is morally evil. God is the only guide at this point. We should be acting peacefully, yet accordingly, separate from laws in the Constitution. I don't want to hear about either one of them right now. I don't think it's an accident that when you send little Johnny, Susie, Billy, and my kids as well go to school, they're more likely to be taught that about racism as a part of American history than how this country started as an act of rebellion. So you don't be rebellious. The government runs the schools, so what's the benefit of the government to teach you that this country was founded on peaceful, respectful, reasonable rebellion, fueled by a Christian belief in God? I don't care what religion you are, the rights you are afforded and the greatness of the country that you live in, if you're in the United States of America, are founded on Christian beliefs. Their morals were defined by God and not the British monarchy. I'm not against Trump, never been against Trump, I'm not against DeSantis. I will criticize when I feel like I need to criticize. I am not telling him what to do. I am analyzing his response. Stop posting these lying memes. He's more like a kitty cat. Let me holler at Libertarians real quick. Comic Dave Smith, Robbie the Fire Bernstein did a very good podcast, as usual. What do I need to say that for? I'm part of the problem, but part of the problem I have with the podcast is I don't see the response. What's the proper libertarian response? Libertarians do not discuss enough that freedom is not free. We have to talk about the pursuit of liberty. How does that look? It doesn't just fall in your lap. Calculated risks must be taken. I don't hear any libertarians talking about that. I don't hear any libertarians saying Trump shouldn't turn himself in. Why? That should be coming from libertarians. Regardless of what you think about Trump, this is not the moment for libertarians to be going out. If you hear a libertarian going after Donald Trump, they are very problematic, because their top priority is not liberty at that point. If you're talking about Donald Trump as a person or debating DeSantis versus Trump as a libertarian, you ain't looking at this on the macro level. Is Trump an alpha male? Are you serious?
This punishment stuff is going to stop.
This is Donald Trump that this punishment stuff is going to stop. I'm an alpha male? That's Donald Trump right now, turning himself into New York.
You're not going to tell me what I'm going to do and not do?
That's New York. The teacher sitting down is New York, not scared of the alpha male. This little bro right here has watched too much tape.
And now the alpha.
Bro. That's not how this works. I am the teacher.
The alpha takes priority over the teacher. The alpha takes priority over everything. Do you not know how that works?
The teacher is telling the alpha to sit in this seat right now.
And the alpha doesn't have to listen to orders from its lower.
Well, you don't have to listen, but the consequences that follow are going to still apply to the alpha.
The alpha doesn't take punishment.
Let's see how well that works out for him.
That's pretty much Trump right now. Does this sound like a lion to you? Why is his voice crackling like Bill Gates?
You happy with Chris Ray?
But just so you understand, I put Chris Ray in because I wanted to have somebody in there that everybody, including the other side, really wanted. It may not have been the right move. Let's see. Time will tell, okay? But I wanted to have somebody in the FBI because I'm an honorable guy. I'm an honest guy. I may have made a mistake, but I put somebody in that the other side, everybody agreed to. You know who recommended him to me? Chris Christie, okay? He recommended him. And that's okay.
Not against Donald Trump, but that's not a man who's going to be taking on the deep state. There's no, you can't sell me on that. Don't be demoralized. We should feel energized. Sometimes lions sit around all day and they don't realize when it's time for action. Trump needs a figurative kick in the ass. We need a peaceful, yet equally as disrespectful response sent to New York. I've had enough. Enough is enough.
Close my eyes, envision a sunrise. I'm soon to be extinct in a minute. When the sun dies, she cries enough to shower the ghetto and wash away the evidence in a sense. Like the devil bought a bunch of property up top. Decided to call this new spot the block. Not superior to most. Here to help them see clear through what I wrote. If you could do the same, imagine what we could change. If you could fly the plane, imagine where you could go. And if you fly solo and control the game, just imagine when you can blow. My soul explain everything with more range than a satellite. When I grab a mic, appetite larger than a family of giants. I find gold in a mind like a Mayan. Apply my science to your daily routine. It might seem like I'm preaching and such, like you need me and shit, but it's just a preview I'm leaving you with. Feel it's like it all fall into place. And when I fall into place, erase everything you already knew. Spit 1200 and finale giving you something new. Listen here.